So Rico's Tacos is a episodic branded entertainment series that we developed in partnership with Procter and Gamble, and we launched it here at the Cannes Lions. Why now? I mean, why has it taken us so long to get to now, David? I mean, retail media is the only media transaction. The objective of the buyer and the seller is the same, and so much of retail media is item and price, bottom of the funnel advertising. There's so much more we can do. We've built this really powerful media platform that can reach known customers from couch to checkout, measure sales lift, and usually we're doing item and price advertising. Procter and Gamble took the leap with us to actually try something new. And it's fitting that the company that invented the soap opera is modernizing it for the modern age. So we're not doing linear daytime TV. We're doing modern vertical video, shot in a very creator style, short form, 3 minutes or less, 20 episodes that are going to be presented on our screens in our stores, in the shopping apps as people are making their grocery lists, and in our shopping channels. And it's just, we're really excited to expand the creative toolkit, if you will, that can be deployed on the retail media chassis.
Brian, sounds like a really great creative endeavor, but wanted to get into the ways that shopper data helped shape the story of Rico's Tacos from the beginning.
Well, what manifested as the Rico's Tacos show started in data, and it really started at a meeting. We do a lot of business with Procter and Gamble, close partnerships. They have phenomenal consumer insights. They understand where growth markets are in the industry. We have great shopper insights. We understand why people go to the grocery store. We understand how they move around the store. And what we started with was coming together to pool those insights. That led us to the idea of reaching a growth audience. It led us to the idea of the type of brands to bring into the project. It led us to the type of use cases to demonstrate in it, and that led to the creative brief, which manifested in the creative container, which is Rico's Tacos, right? It's a multi-generational Southern California family. They run a taco stand, and it's all the kind of zaniness that it's a comedy that occasionally leads them into the grocery store. It occasionally leads them to get some Bounty paper towels or some Head and Shoulders shampoo, and so there's product integration for both the trips and the brands themselves.
Well, Brian, let's unpack that a little bit more. What makes this kind of show more effective than, say, a traditional ad for connecting with consumers?
I think what makes the show more effective is the insights with which it was crafted and the precision with which it is presented. So we have a taxonomy of 25 reasons why people go grocery shopping, right? And it's your weekly grocery shop, it's your periodic stock up, it's your nightly meal solution, but there's a bunch of other interesting use cases, like you forgot an ingredient. You're cooking something and you forgot an ingredient. One of the shows features that, it's Taco Tuesday, they've run out of avocados, now they're missing an ingredient, they have to go to the grocery store. There's another reason why people shop, which is a rewarding treat, right? And there's a vignette in the show where the grandmother, the abuela, is shopping and decides to sort of get a treat for herself by getting some shampoo that she needs. So anyway, what makes this type of content effective is the use cases it addresses, and then the fact that we can present it with the same sort of targeting based on past purchase data, and then measuring the effectiveness of it. And David, this is not the end-all, be-all of how to drive growth, right, through retail media. This is an and, right? This sits on top of all the sponsored product ads and all the other ways that we can do, item and price advertising, other type of advertising. It's an and, that goes on top of it.
So, how will you know though if branded entertainment like Rico's Tacos is actually driving sales?
We'll know if it drives sales the same way we know if any of the ads we present drive sales. So 90% of our transactions are authenticated via the loyalty program. And so we know what our customers buy, and we know what they were exposed to. So we'll do that link. We'll do our typical incremental test and control methodology to understand incremental lift, and we'll evaluate it alongside. What's going to be really interesting is to look at how this plays out in store, right? Because we're rolling out this new smart screen network. We're going to have snippets of the show playing on screens with closed captions and QR codes, and that's going to be interesting to see how people consume content like this while they're grocery shopping. We're going to learn a lot.
So Brian, over the last few years with the rise of retail media, we've gotten more used to seeing retailers more like media companies. With this effort, do you think more retailers will start acting like media and entertainment companies?
I think so, because it's where the collaboration with your brand partners ultimately leads, right? Because we're real business partners with our endemic advertisers. We're both trying to drive growth and grow categories. We both bring a lot to the table, and when you start really pulling on those strings, it leads you to different ways you could communicate them. And we've had a lot of great conversations here at Cannes this week with other brands saying like, wow, I never thought of retail that way. I never thought that we could take the data and do some more longer storytelling than what we traditionally have. So I think we're just getting started with this, but I do think it's going to become just part of the toolkit, the retail media toolkit.